exhibition and curatorial strategies for new media, experimental film, and video that bridges disciplines, fields, and media. So she's started out back at this festival called Mix back in the early 90s. And at that time, this was when we had the birth of the gay and lesbian festival circuit, which was very white male. And she decided that there could be another way. And part of her curatorial practice was it wasn't just about her. She had guest curators come in and create that festival. So it was the most diverse festival happening at the time. Ooh, lost my voice. And it was very, very different from the other film festivals at the time. Yeah, thanks. That's it.
Oh, my bad. I thought. Okay. Upcoming events. So where is Sisters in the Life going from here?
So there are a number of things happening. The big thing is the book is just part of a project. My goal is to really have us more on the map than we are now. So the book is like, okay, now this is a peer-reviewed university press, which makes it great. You can teach it in schools. There's a curriculum we're building online and to be part of it. But I'm also doing something else. So I forgot to say that Sisters in the Life is part of my larger Sisters in Cinema project. So Sisters in Cinema looks at all Black women filmmakers, and Sisters in the Life looks at us, like this subset. And part of the Sisters in Cinema project, which obviously I've been on over 20-something years now, is that I just recently received funding from the city of Chicago. This is called the Mayor Rahm Emanuel Neighborhood Opportunity Fund, and I bought a building in South Shore, the neighborhood I grew up in, on 75th Street. It's on 75th between Crandon and Oglesby, and it'll be called Sisters in Cinema. And it'll be a place where we can all learn more about our history, learn how to make films, learn how to tell stories. And it's a matching grant. I always say this. I applied, they told me I could maybe get $50,000, and I applied for $65,000, and the city awarded me $98,500. Oh, wow. The mayor said, this is a project that the mayor said came from Harold Washington. It was Harold Washington's dream that these areas on the south side that were not funded and developed would be able to get some of this tax money that comes from downtown, and those dollars would end up with us. So it's Harold Washington. Mayor, he says this. This is how he's telling it. He's, I'm finally able to bring Mayor Washington's dream into fruition. So I'm one of the people that was funded, and it's a big project.
Wonderful.
But this is the thing. So in this space, it'll be a space where you can come and learn about filmmaking. There'll be screenings, you can watch films. But it'll also be a space where I'm going to be doing some of my work. It's going to be like a real working production office. And I just received funding from the Field Foundation to do my first project. The first project is called the Black Lesbian Writers Room. So, because we don't have a television series about us. And I love This Is Us. Don't y'all love this? All the time. Can't help but cry every time. Anyway. So, in this project, will allow, there'll be a few of you from the community, and we're not sure who yet, will come into this writer's room. So there'll be like 3 groups of people in this room. One group will be people from this community. We're going to create a series based, or inspired, I should say, inspired by our lives that we have lived. So some people, no writing, no, you don't have to have gone to film school. You just need to be a person, a witness to your own life. Will be invited into this room. The second group of people in the room will be people who went to film school. And maybe wouldn't it be great if I could actually work on a series here in Chicago and not have to go to LA? And then the third group of people will be some of these people who went to LA who come here and work with you all. And we're going to, so we have funding to write, and it'll be, everybody will get a little stipend. It won't be that much, but it'll be like a paid gig for a few of the writers. And so we have a funding to write a pilot for a season this fall. So you'll hear more about it. So that's like my big project. And AJ, did he leave? From Open TV, anyway. Yeah, he's from Open TV, so we're gonna hopefully start off on his platform. And you know, that's where Brown Girls started, and they ended up on HBO. So it'll be great that we can not only, that the community can help tell their own stories, because we don't get a chance a lot, right? You're watching stuff and you go, that is so not real. And the way I see the series is it starts in the 70s, and we follow the same group of women. So some of y'all know you have to be involved in this. Some of y'all from back get this accurate. So it starts in the 70s, and there'll be a season for each decade. So there'll be a 70s, an 80s Chicago, a 90s Chicago, 2000, and then this moment. And it'll combine the drive is to look at the gay and lesbian rights movement, civil rights movement, and this Black Lives Matter movement that we're in right now. So we'll be moving through the movement, because a lot of times we're not included in the history of these movements, although we're here, involved, active. So it's a really exciting project, and you guys are absolutely the first people in the world to hear about this, because we were just funded. Anyway, I'm really excited to come out to you all. And then we will have some more book events. We're partnering with the University of Chicago, and it won't be till next spring. We're gonna have a screening series, probably. Did anybody go to Cinema 53 over at Harper Theater? Well, anyway, we're gonna have some movies in the theater over at Harper Theater, and there'll be some folks will come. Some of the people in the book will come and talk about their careers, and we'll see some of their work. So we'll have a nice panel there. So,
well, where can we find you? Where can we find all this information, Yvonne?
Well, a lot of this information is on the lovely website that Leah created, and the website is sistersinthelife.com. So it's the same name as the book, sistersinthelife.com, and you can learn more about what we're doing.
Well, can we give a round of applause? I will actually come through. Well, can we carry this? Well, you can come up here if you have any questions. Anybody? I know y'all got questions. Come on. No?
I want to say thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. But thanks to both of you, actually. Thank you for the lifelong work, and thank you for...
I love this project. I love doing this. I love collecting our history. And I'm going to tell you, honestly, this was the hardest thing to do. How many of you have written the book? Y'all know, you've written. It's really hard, but it's worth it. It was so worth it to do. So, yeah.
You said matching. What does that mean, a matching?
Oh, it means I have to raise the rest of the money.
So tell us how much and how you're doing that, and if we can help.
Well, we have a fundraising campaign that's coming up, and our goal is to raise $100,000. So, that'll launch in kind of mid-July. All y'all, my Facebook friends, you'll hear about it. And then I probably have to take down a loan. It'll be worth it. Anyway, but yeah, big fundraising campaign coming up.
Or go to Aerial Investments. I heard she's doing big things.
You know, I would love, if anybody has if anybody's friends with Melanie, y'all introduce me. I would love to talk to her.
Well, I guess I'll
She's the
know
head
if
of
I
ours. Oh, Ariel, yeah.
Yeah. She's, what's her husband's name?
Star Wars
Lucas.
guy.
Lucas.
Star Wars guy.
Star Wars guy.
So not only is she wealthy, her husband is really wealthy. So,
The information about the fundraising will be on your website as well, your fundraising projects as they come on board.
yes.
Okay.
So that's a really good point. So you can always visit the website, and actually you can sign up on the website, and then we can always send you alerts about what we're doing. Yeah, particularly as the writers' room comes along, I think people would want to get involved and know more about that. So,
Any more questions? Any more questions? Y'all good?
We good.
All right, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Bro, actually, if you would like your portrait to be taken, you can come into the BLA confessional room. Ari, did you wanna? Okay, yeah, so the BLA confessionals I set up, you can take 5 minutes and talk about your experience here at the Black Lesbian Archives. You could talk about maybe one of your favorite memories in Pride, anything. 5 minutes in here, and then also if you want to, what time do we have actually?
8:02.
8:02, yeah.